Hey yo, what is up guys, your boy Ed from Lisa Vich. You already know today's video is a video of what my deck looks like right now. I'm going to show you guys kind of like the process of how I'm preparing to play for the Houston Regionals and what I am doing and what changes I might be making towards the future. You guys seen my video of how I did round by round and what the deck looked like then. I made a couple of adjustments. I made a couple of changes. The deck count is now at 42. The extra deck, I do feel like it's missing a little something. So I kind of want to find something extra to maybe incorporate into the extra deck. I have some ideas, but I'm not fully there yet. But I am playing this deck and I am having a lot of fun with it. So I'm gonna go show you guys what I'm playing now and what it's looking like now, and then we're gonna, from here to the Houston Regionals, we're just gonna keep on changing it and making it better, and then just try our best to top that Regionals. So let's go ahead and get into the deck profile, guys.
Before we continue with this video, make sure you guys check out my new sponsor, Dank Ritual Playmats. They have amazingly beautiful, high quality, 2-player cloth mats, which come in various colors. You guys can also get 10% off with coupon code SWORDSOUL10. Make sure you guys check them out. Alright guys, so getting into the deck profile, I do want to say that it feels like there's just so many engines all in one deck, but they actually work together very, very well. It's actually a lot of fun to play this deck. I'm going to start off with the most basic stuff. You already know you got to play the Tenyis, which is, this is actually not a package, but it's mostly like the deck, so like quote unquote package deck. 3, 3, and 3. So I've seen that a lot of people are cutting this down to 2, which is what I actually played in my SwordSoul deck, and I think this is fine. I think that having the ability to have a bunch of level 7s out of the get-go, it's actually super fun, and it's actually makes the deck so much easier to pilot sometimes. Just opening up any of these and then like a level 3, or even like this and then like another monster that you can just like link summon into, so you can make your Needle Fiber is just so much easier. The next package that you play, of course, you play these 3 SwordSoul monsters. You only play one of each. Right now, I've seen this like this kind of like build-esque thing that my buddy Rolo is working on. It seems like a lot of fun. It doesn't have the Brave engine in the deck, but the deck kind of looks a lot of fun to play, and it has kind of like an idea of this deck itself, which could probably be a little bit more of a budget friendlier build for the people who might be interested. I'm going to try to get Rolo to play it and then really learn it so we can profile it for you guys, but it just seemed like a lot of fun. For meanwhile, you still got to play, of course, your Water Girl and your Griffin Rider. This Brave package is so good. If you guys don't know what the Brave package does yet, you should definitely play it. It's literally 1 card. So your Water Girl will get you into the right. You activate the right. You get your token. You get your continuous spell. Your normal or special monster, you activate the continuous spell to add your equip card. Then you activate the effect of the continuous spell again to then add one of these. So you can add either or. If you already have this in hand, you can just special summon that and then add that, of course. Or if you really just add this, you add that, but then afterwards you got to discard a card. That's whenever I would always recommend for you guys to discard the equip spell you search, because whenever that card is sent to the graveyard, it can then equip itself back to a token on the field, which is actually really good. But this is a really good package. So far, these ratios are perfect for me. The only one that I am struggling with a lot is actually this one. Long Young might just be a card that I might end up cutting and adding a Taille to my another Taille to my arsenal, because I actually find the use of Taille a lot more than the Moi sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. Triple Red Rose Dragon with one Rocks Rose. Red Rose is so good. I've had the ability to open up a level 7, which could either be the Vashuda or the Ashina, of course, and then you just normal summon your Red Rose. You synchro summon into your Omni Negate, which is going to be Floor, and then you activate the effect to then special summon this from deck. You special this, and then you add
from this effect, the quick play card to special summon one of them from the graveyard, and then that's how you continue with your link summoning. You can make Needle Fiber or whatnot, right? Super good, super fun, and it's actually really easy to OTK with this deck. Of course, the one last monster that you play for your quote-unquote like packages is going to be the 001, because you have like your Tenyi package, your SwordSoul package, that's 2, you have the Brave package, that's 3, this is 4, and then that's a 5-1. This is to get you into this, or this is to get you into like your Link 10s, which is actually your Synchro 10s, which is actually really good. For your hand traps, I play Triple Ash, I play Double Ogre, I play Double Droll, and then I play double Moonlight Chill. I think these are the only cards you really need. So yesterday I had an issue where I was actually still playing a couple more hand traps, and I needed to cut down because I just kept on seeing hand traps after hand traps after hand traps, and that's actually not that good. Both Ash, Ogre, and Moonlight Chill being level 3s makes it so much easier for you to be able to open up any of them, use one during your opponent's turn, and then let's say on your turn you don't have a real need for any of them. You could definitely normal summon it with any of these Tenyis, and then of course either Synchro Summon if you need to, or Link Summon if that's the way that you're going to take this this route, of course. But these are all the monsters that you play in the deck. I think that 42 is a really good card count. I don't want to play more than 42 anymore. I just think that more than 42 was just too much. For your Brave packages, of course, you still got to play these, and you got to maximize on the rights, because as long as we have the ability to play right, you should definitely be playing it. I believe this is a card, right, will be a card that will get hit to maybe 1 or 2 later on in the future, so you have to maximize now. Vessel is really good. It's literally, if you open up a right and a Vessel, it's really nice because you get your token off a right, and then you get to activate this to Foolish and Rhoda. So let's say then you want to add like a level 7 to your hand, so you can special summon out the level 7, and then maybe you want to like send Ashina to the graveyard, of course. That's fine. You can definitely do that. Continuing, you play the one Basil Rose. Basil Rose, too good. It's literally a monster reborn on crack, and this is one of the reasons why I've wanted to also play the searchable SwordSoul Monster Reborn, because it's so good. Yes, you can go Shishao and then you add your Blackout, of course, but then I want to be able to have like better follow-up, because I feel like sometimes if you want to play, I think a second Shisha would be so much better. But then there's like other synchro monsters that I've been thinking about playing because they're just like so good. It's just, there's so much that this deck can do, and I feel like it has not gone to the full potential just yet. I feel like there's just so much more to come for this deck. Call by, because you are going first. Foolish, because you are trying to Foolish the Water Girl if that's what you need, or if not, you Foolish one of your level 7s, of course. Ashina definitely being one of the best cards to Foolish. If not, Vashuda to break boards, of course. And then the card you always side out. If you know you're going to go second, it's going to be Blackout. You side it out, so then like that, you don't open it up, and then you're going second, and then that's not a card that's going to help you break a board. That's it for the main deck. I think that the deck is actually pretty solid. I've been having a little bit of an issue every now and then where I open up either too many hand traps or too many like combo pieces, and then I don't open up any hand traps. So it's kind of weird, because I think like 42 is a really good number, but I'm not really having issues with it too often. Like it would be like 1 or 2 times out of 10 duels, which is a really good percentage. So 80% win rate, it's not bad, or 80%, you know, of a rate where you open up nothing but like consistency is actually pretty good. Continuing with the extra deck, of course. Now this is the extra deck. I play 2 monks right now with 2 needle fibers. This is still almost the same lineup that I had before. I think I haven't changed anything on it yet. Let's see. Yep. With the Aurora Dawn, of course, it hasn't changed. There is stuff that I want to add to this, and I kind of want to hold on to it because I don't want to say it and then it not working and then it just being bad for me, and then just be like, yeah, you know, Ed was the one that told us to do that. Formula Synchro, Herald. Shooting Riser, Yazi, and Baxia. These are the first couple of synchro monsters that I play. Formula being really good because if you leave your needle fiver on the board, you can just tag out for formula and then draw a card on your opponent's turn. I've had the ability to draw Ash, Nib, and whatnot, right? Of course, I'm not maining Nib anymore because I was maining the Nib, but now I've decided to just main other hand traps that I feel like that are a lot better. The reason why I'm maining like Moonlight Chill is because like I don't want to run into the situation where like my opponent like scythe locks me, or if my opponent is trying to like token collector me, because a lot of people are playing token collector and they're opting to like main it now again because of like decks like this and whatnot. Shi Shao, I really want to play a second Shi Shao, so I'm honestly really debating about cutting this one because this doesn't come up as much as you would think now in this deck. The only real target that you have for this is this, and if you didn't use Mo Yi, it's literally Needle Fiber, the only one that can get you there. I'm thinking cutting it for a second Shi Shao. If not, there are a lot of other cards that I would consider playing. The level 10, you have a Supreme. You have the level 10, which is Long Young, and then you have the other level 10, which is Floor. I think this is a good lineup, of course, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's the best lineup. There is still changes, like I said. I definitely want to play a second Shi Shao, and that if that's not the situation, I'm thinking about two other synchro monsters that I can definitely sub for this. Cards that I think that are definitely cards that can get cut is definitely Herald. Herald is definitely a really, really nice negate, but once you make this first, there's really no need for the second one. I'm honestly not using a second monk, but I am keeping it for now. There's just so much that this deck can do. These are three staples that are, in my personal opinion, completely mandatory to play. Same thing with the Yazi. I don't know about the Baxia right now. The Baxia is fine. It helps me break boards, but there's just so much that I just need to do. I need to test play so much more to be able to have a zone where I just feel so much more comfortable with what I'm doing. The deck is doing well. My worst matchup is probably like Flunderies, but like who doesn't have a tough matchup versus Flunderies, right? That was my deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy. This deck is a lot of fun. If you guys have not tried it out, you should definitely try it out. The deck is definitely just, it's bonkers, man. It's a freestyle deck that does not require you to have like a linear play, and it's just so much better to have plays that are not linear because it's just freestyle and it's just fun and it's just like see what you can do. And it's like I've had like if like throughout years people will ask me like, oh, like, you know, can you LTK? In this situation, when you see this deck, sometimes you're just like, I don't know, because you just kind of have to get there now, you know. And it's so much fun to do this stuff. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.